good? It's your girl, Chef Third Eye Zoe, here with you in Tribe Vibe. Are you ready for some black culture, some love, and some laughs? Let's go. Haha, you know it's a vibe. What's good, Tribe? Thank you for joining me again on another episode of Tribe Vibe with Chef Third Eye Zoe. Yes, we are here today, and it is Thanksgiving week 2022. Well, it's about to be Thanksgiving week. I guess tomorrow may start it off for some, today may start it off for others, but anywho, any way you do it, here we are. First and foremost, let me give you this warning. I am definitely in the middle of getting ready for an event later, so I got my clips in. And this is if you have a subscription. And that is, I guarantee, a perk of having a subscription. You can see me at my best. You can see me at my worst, because regardless of what it do, baby, I'm going to do what I do. In saying so, welcome to the tribe if this is your first time listening. And before we do anything else, we need to pay some respects. Early this morning when I woke up, the first thing I heard was about the shooting at the nightclub in Colorado at the Club Q. I am very, very sorry to hear that people lost their lives while they were at a social gathering in a safe place. Let my prayers and my heart go out to all families that were affected by this tragedy. And I would like to take a moment of silence to definitely give respects to those people who lost their lives. And when I said a moment, I really meant a real moment. And for any other victims from the last episode that I've had, or if you just want to mention any one person, or, anybody that is a loved one, that you care about that's lost their lives to some senseless violence, completely get it. Our prayers to you, your family, and just, finding peace in all that's happening moving forward. So, in saying so, let's get started. Uh, I'm over here sipping on my signature strawberry rosemary rum, and this is called Rum Rising. It's some of my original cocktail fat wash and some orange juice, as if it was like a tequila sunrise, but it's a different take. So cheers to that. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. It may not be right here, right now in Vegas, but it is somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Give me some credit. So, but the process of doing this was I took some coconut oil, which is a type of oil that you can use to fat wash. And I added some strawberries and some rosemary. And then, of course, I let that sit for about a week, constantly, giving it some agitation so all of those good flavors can be released. And fat washing actually releases the flavors into the liquor. And then what I've noticed as well, it kind of tones it down. And of course, the new flavors definitely give it, a taste. And it's a natural sweetener because I don't use any sugars and that would definitely take away from the whole process. So it's amazing. Definitely let me know if you want to get a tasting. definitely, I'll be at the Urban Lounge this Friday here in Las Vegas for her vibe. So, do your Thanksgiving shopping, get some good turkey on that Thursday, then come out on that Friday, shake a leg with me. Let's do a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, don't do me like that. But let's go ahead and get started with the program. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot to talk about. This episode starts another series, and this series is properly going to be named. Now I can't get this to open up. You know what I'm saying? I always keep my notes in my phone or some on paper. It just depends. So when I'm looking down or looking at something, it's my notes. You know. Now, this podcast series is going to be called The State of the Black Union. All right? We'll talk about topics, hot topics, current topics that affect the black state of the union, the black state of culture, the black community, the blacks not just here in the U.S., but blacks in general, blacks as a whole. Yeah, those blacks. And this first episode, Frenemies and Foolery. And as we get into it, you'll definitely get what I mean when I say that. I think that is an appropriate name for this episode. I thank you for joining me. And I appreciate those who watched the trailer episode, and it's always up there. And like I said, I do have free episodes and I have subscription episodes. In the subscriptions, you get to see me on video, actually, not just, on the various platforms that we're on, from iRadio to Apple Podcasts, and shout outs to Amazon Music, man. Do you know that they gave me a shout out and they reposted my tweets in reference to us coming out with the podcast? So that definitely helped get some more listenership. And definitely go and subscribe, because we need you to make sure that we have an audience that we can continue to bring these good vibes to, and these topics, not just me creating topics, but you letting me know what you want to hear, or we continue it from, the website, the vlog, the social media, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if you're here and you ready to spark up, let's go, because this episode is about to be woo. And I definitely want your feedback. I want your comments. I want you to tell me how you feel, because, this is the state of our union, people. Let's go. It's always that first pull. That's so good because it's kind of sweet, so you miss it. And I don't drink white liquor like that, but that's white rum though that I made that from. So it's like, wow. And then I got this whole natural organic facial mask on, and it's like got me looking glizzy, whatever that means. You know how that changes definitions. Another thing in our damn society, but we ain't gonna get into all that. I'm glistening over here though. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you see me later. Hopefully I put it together. Hopefully. But I ain't gonna hold you with that conversation too much. Let's get into this. Thanksgiving travel. We all got somewhere to go. So first thing I want to say, be safe. It's definitely too late to be looking for deals, because it is what it is at this point. Thanksgiving is in some days. So it's not too many deals that you can get at this time. It definitely is not. You just got to be safe. When you're traveling, make sure you have your traveling documents ready. Make sure you leave before time. Don't wait till the last minute. It's not one of those days they can make miracle happen, especially if it's Thanksgiving Day and you don't get where you need to be on time. So black people, we've been in the pandemic. We hadn't had an opportunity to see our families. I know a lot of you are traveling to go see your families. If you're going to your families, be as peaceful as possible. Try to be the one that brings the olive branch to the party. All right? Because I know we're going to be out there cooking all kinds of stuff. Can you imagine? But I told somebody already, and I already posted this too on my page. It's going to be a low vibration day. Don't come over here talking about my plates. I'm eating the turkey. I don't even know if I'm a fry or bake it yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. All the fixings, okay? And if anybody want to bring anything else, bring it on, because I'm going to do a Friendsgiving. I'm going to stay here. And I got Like I said, I got the fixings. If you want to help me cook, come early. If you want to eat, come. I got plates to go as well. It's all good. It's the chef. And you can reach out to me, you know what I'm saying? Chef Third Eye Zoe, Tribe LLC.com. Subject, Friendsgiving. If you're interested in the details, let me know. Don't play with my time. Please don't be sending me no bunch of spam because I will block you. And then you'll never get to send me anything else because I don't play with my email and just making sure I get with people who are really trying to send me some pertinent stuff. Just please don't spam me, guys. It's not cool. All right. So with that being said, we don't want to see no post about no family members fighting and all that other stuff. And if you can't make it home to your family, try to find something that makes you happy or that connects you to your family. If you don't any longer have family and you've suffered a loss that you don't feel like celebrating, I completely get it. Find something that makes you happy. Please do not sit and get your mental health all caught up. And that's the thing. We know we don't like to already talk about mental health. So make sure you don't let it be an issue. Find something that puts you in a positive place on Thanksgiving. We love you guys. We want you to stay safe. We want you to know that, like, again, if it's by yourself, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But just be safe about it, all right? And do something fun. And that's Thanksgiving for us black folk. You know what I'm saying? Mental health. Eat good. See your peoples. Don't create no issue. And then, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Don't be coming with no motherfucking plates and shit. And you ain't brought shit. Or you ain't try to help at the damn function. Don't do that. All right? So, we're going to move on to, you know what? Don't be a what? Because you already know. But I ain't too keen on saying that word. That was a good cough. You know, my eyes get to watering and shit. That was a good cough. Don't ever get to worry about me when I be coughing because 9 times out of 10 is a good cough. Okay. Yeah, that drink is drinking. I like that. All right. So now, let's get back to voting. I told you we was going to touch this topic a lot of ways, many different times. So, black people, let's get this clear. If you didn't vote, you can't talk about anything about politics because at this point, you didn't care to have your voice, put into play. You can talk about it, in your circles, but nobody's taking you seriously. I guess that's what I should say. I shouldn't say you can't talk about it. It's perfectly okay if that's what you want to do. It's perfectly okay. So, as a matter of fact, I didn't even have a camera on all this damn time, but it's all good. It's on now. It is on now, so you ain't missed much. We just getting into it. Voting. All right. So we had this vote, right? And the numbers then came back pretty much. I'm not going to go into the details of the numbers, but what I am going to say is the youth, I love y'all. I love the fuck out of y'all, and I've been kind of saying that and loving y'all since this whole thing with the summer of 2020. The whole, series of issues and deaths and beaten down by the cops and all that stuff, how y'all rose up. You started to jump out there and do the protesting, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff on social media, making people aware of what the hell was going on. Yeah, that's some dope ass shit. Keep that movement going. We appreciate y'all. Y'all smart as hell. We complain about y'all. Y'all might whine about a lot of shit. But when it's time to get out there and do it, y'all put that damn mouth behind it. That's one thing I can say, and I love to fuck about y'all about that shit. Keep that same fucking energy. We need it. And the older ones, y'all teaching us some shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as just going out there and getting it. So I definitely want to go give a good shout out, a good tribe vibe, you know what I'm saying, to these youth out here. Thank y'all. We needed that vote, and y'all rose the fuck up, and y'all did that for real. For real. Now, again, voting age, which they trying to change to, I think, 29 or 25, is right now 18. So register to vote. This was a midterm election, which means that it was time for certain offices to get filled, but not the major office, which is the president. So we still got the same president. The governors switched up. The House of Representatives, the senators, they switched up too. So now the next election is going to be a major election, which is going to be the presidential election, which is in 2024. So start now checking out people who say they're going to run and those who have officially said they're going to run. Make sure you stay abreast of what they got going on and what their issues are. All right. So now we're getting out the voting thing, because we're going to keep voting. We're going to encourage those that don't want to vote, because right now, when it comes to voting, my thing is this, before I even move to the next topic. Why in the heck do we only have really 3 parties? We say we have all these other parties, but we really don't. Like, independents, it may be a candidate, but people don't really push behind a lot of independents. Then we got the Democrats and we got the Republicans. There's so many other countries that have so many different parties, you know what I'm saying, going towards this one thing, presidency, governor, mayor, whatever. We're the only, I guess, major nation that only has 3 options, truly. And, why is that? I want some people to comment about that. Why do you think we take that Democrat, Republicans, and we're so supposed to be such this high power? Why do we not want more competition to make sure that we get the best person in office? What's up with that, And if so, what type of party would it be? Would it be based on race, or would it be based on issues? You know what I'm saying? Would it take us back, or would it move us forward? Because at the end of the day, we need to do something different. That just 3 parties, I mean, for real. And it's almost always one party wins, then come back, the next party wins. It's always that back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it's no party that really is doing anything better. A lot of us are now starting to vote on the issues, which makes sense. And that's the way I vote, but at the end of the day, it's like, why do we have all of these different, why don't we have more competition, and why are we just solid on this one party versus this party? And both of them got issues, right? We both know it. We all know that, right? Okay. Moving right along. Crypto. Woo-wee! Black people, how many of y'all had y'all money in some crypto? I'm included. But the thing was, which one did you have it in? You know what I'm saying? When did you move your money or whatever? I'm good. I didn't lose money like that. But some people did, because they were with a situation where you had a 20-some-odd-year-old young man doing something, and he really didn't have a control of it, and no one cared to do the checks and balances. Again, white community, white society is always about that money. It's like y'all don't really check when it comes to money, and then it's like somebody take your money, you know what I'm saying? Then it's everybody's problem. But with the crypto, straight up, I hope you got out in time. You definitely got to sit back for a few. It's not the time to be investing in crypto, because right now, because the way it's not really regulated, you know what I'm saying, it's decentralized banking. That's one of the major issues. And once a transaction is made, you can't reverse it. You can't find who did this or whatever. There's no refunds. That's it. And even if somebody takes it because you didn't protect your wallet, meaning like passwords and security stuff, you know what I'm saying, as well, it's your fault, and you still lose, and nobody's going to be able to get it back for you. So these people that lost billions of dollars, not millions, but billions of dollars. And pretty much they waiting on this guy to release the funds or just do it out. So again, I'll definitely be doing some financial episodes. We'll definitely get more in with crypto. But for now, don't fuck with crypto, because crypto, it needs an overhaul. And it's like a wild, wild west. And there's a lot of people who got money but don't know what the fuck to do with it. And then when they lose it, they're heartbroken. But some of these people that took their mortgages out, a second mortgage out, equity line of credit, all this other stuff. So now they sitting on that money plus the interest rates to pay that back. And who's to say, inflation happened and that's going to be more of a cost. So, that's what that is. So, yeah. Right now, crypto's not the way to go. If you're going to do some investing, I give you a great tip. If you want to do the stock market, it's okay. But it's a way to do the stock market And it's ups and downs, but it's safer, you know what I'm saying, than being out there. And that's called the S&P 500. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, invest in that, which is like a bundle of stocks, EFTs that you can, bonds that you can invest in. And then over time, and especially bonds, you can do the S&P 500 and do some bonds right now, and you'll be good. I'm not going to give you all those particulars. If you want some more information, hit me up. I'll do some consulting, and we'll go from there. And that's the thing. When I give you a tip, make sure you check it out. You don't have to take my word for it, but make sure you check it out, because I promise you, I don't sit here and make moves just off of working a 9 to 5. Lord, that'll kill me. I have a very diverse portfolio. I even collect toys. So come on. And when it's time to sell them, I sell them. You know, I just understand economics. I understand various markets, you know, and different things like that. And I definitely have a group of people that we discuss a lot of different topics that, you know, make sure you stay in line with what you need to know as far as your finances. All right. So, yes, crypto. No, not so much right now. All right. Then we're going to get into the foolery. Right? Those topics were actually part of the foolery. And this is as far as the series and the episode. The foolery is going to be in this episode, and we're going to discuss like things that don't make sense. What's going on? Like I said, right now, the voting. You know, some people didn't vote, but they want to be so vocal, especially the group of men from Atlanta. Yes, I'm still mad with y'all because y'all didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? At least you voted, bruh. You would have a chance to, you know, but nah. And nobody really standing on that. It's just, oh, we didn't vote like Goofy and shit. And that shit ain't even fucking funny right now, but it is all at the same time. If you got the subscription, you should have seen that Goofy damn impression. It was funny. But, anywho. All right, so, wait a minute. Ooh, I need to blow my nose. Mike Pence. No, I'm sorry. The foolery. Yes. We're going to talk about all the foolery, tomfoolery, if you want to call it that happened from the last episode. And crypto and voting were definitely two of the tomfooleries that happened. And wait, let me go back to voting. Oh yeah, that felt good. Let's go back to voting. That damn red wave turned into a blue flame. And at the end of the damn red wave, Donald Trump was sitting there. Oh my God. Wasn't that a mess? And the thing is, if I was Trump right now, I wouldn't even be messing with fucking with these damn Republicans, because they so damn two-faced. How you blaming your whole damn reason y'all lost on one man? Did you have to listen to him? No. Y'all some grown-ass people always trying to find somebody else to blame other than yourself. Stop playing. This man did not put a gun to your head and say, okay, you got to run with me and I got to come up and show up and all this stuff. Some people didn't entertain him, and guess what? They did well, you know? So then after you win the election, the first thing you hop on is, oh, we about to start doing this investigation on Biden's son. Let me tell you something. As an independent, no. And when the ones that we chose that we knew wasn't fucking with Trump no more, we gave you this opportunity so that you could see that because you weren't choosing us as our interest, black people's interest, because you refused to allow us to be any type of thing in your, you know, whole group of people besides a joke, Herschel Walker and all that other craziness you got going on. And you know this man did some crazy dirt, and he's a liar, like straight up lying about stuff. But because right now you feel that that's the face of who, I don't know who he's supposed to represent, but he doesn't represent black people at all. Ain't nothing Herschel Walker do representing the black people, because at the end of the day, if you know you got kids out there, and then especially they grown as hell, and then they telling your business, at some point you gotta let that shit go. But you steady on, oh, these women lying, then oh, now they ain't lying and all this. Come on, man, make it make sense. And this is your representation. And you having a whole conference here in Vegas just yesterday, but you still haven't come to the rationalization that because you don't give us a voice in your party, we don't fuck with you like that. And the ones that do has this false impression that because money seems to flow your way, and not because it's all legal, and not because you know really what you're doing with economics, because inflation shows that. Last out of 13 recessions that we went into, last 13 out of 17 recessions that we went into were caused by Republicans. And that's a fact. So when you want to talk about the money, and every time they get in there, they give all these interest groups and these big corporations the cuts. And then some of them don't even have to pay. Do you know a lot of us middle class Americans pay more taxes than anybody from the rich will ever pay? And that's why a lot of them try to give their money to charity at the end of the year, because they know they're going to be taxed for it, so they can get, credits. So you got to understand the tax system. You got to understand the credits that some of these companies get. Like, I know for a fact, and not even just like food or product companies, but like when the Panthers came to Charlotte, North Carolina, they got an incentive package that included some tax breaks. When I'm trying to think of the name of the company, Chiquita Banana, and I don't think they stayed, or there was an issue with Chiquita Banana, but they got a tax break when they was in Charlotte. I know that for a fact. And when the tax breaks hit, we, the citizens, we have to take that, we have to take that L, and we have to consume that. So they may hit us up with more increase on property taxes, sales taxes, or whatever the case may be. And you thinking, yeah, my favorite team come in and they finally said they was going to come, but you ain't understand the math behind it. And then you wondering why you paying so much taxes in your area, and then it's not the same everywhere else, because they trying to recoup that money back. It's got to make sense at the end of the day, so nah, I don't be feeling all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it simple. And I don't know, we got to do better with this politicking and how it all goes down. We really do. But I had to put that little, spin on the voting. I'm going to move right along. So then, did y'all watch that interview they did on ABC News with Mike Pence? Y'all listen. Let me tell you something. First of all, you refuse to go talk to the judicial board, when they was doing all their damn interviews and stuff. You pled whatever laws as a vice president. You didn't want to go tell what happened. But you waited and you wrote a whole book that you going to get paid for, and then you can say what the hell happened. But at the same time, you swear you saying what happened. It's foolery, because they asked you a simple question, Mike Pence, and the question was, would you tell American people to vote for Trump again, or Trump could be president again? However he worded that question. And this mug was like, I'll leave that up to the American people. This man tried to kill you. Oh my gosh. You mean to tell me somebody tried to kill me, and all I'm going to come back and say is, I'll leave that up to the American people, and I have an opportunity. I got a platform. I got a book out, and I still ain't make clear. Come on. All y'all over there doing is politicking, trying to run for office, trying to be the next president. Let me tell you something. When you said that you took your finger and you put it in the chest of that damn secret agent, and you swear his name was, what the heck he called that damn man? He said that man's name was, oh my gosh, man, listen. If I figure it out, I'll put it to the end. That shit was funny as hell. Whatever he said that damn Secret Service man's name was talking about, he told him he wasn't going nowhere because he wasn't going to let the damn insurrectionists see him leaving the damn Capitol and running away from the scene. Yet he let this man not come and damn shut the shit down. This man, he said this man didn't contact him. Trump didn't contact Pence for days, like 5 days after this whole shit happened. and then wasn't all pressed about, oh, I'm sorry this happened to you. Listen, Pence, you could never be my president, and that's just the bottom line, because at the end of the day, you letting this motherfucker punk you, or he got some shit on you, or you really was part of the insurrection, but you got off slick like, and they ain't got really no evidence, and now you look like you a victim, so y'all both keeping it cool, and in the end, y'all gonna come back together, whatever. I don't know. I don't trust it. I can't. And for a minute, I was like, let me listen to what Mike Pence got to say, because now, he ready to tell it. I was excited about the little interview. Hell nah, that motherfucker looked down. Straight fucking clown. Over there still kissing this man's ass. Like this man got some shit on him, his wife, and whatever the hell they got going on. I don't know. And that's the thing with Trump. It's like, that man got stuff on folks, and that's why they keep on keeping on with him. Because ain't no way. He done really fumbled the ball too many times in too many ways, and y'all still got this mug about to run for 2024. Make it make sense. Anywho, oh me, Kyrie. Let's tap back into Kyrie. Let's get an update on what's going on with Kyrie. So, the Nets sent out these funky ass list of demands with this damn buck breaking mentality they got going on. We gonna show him. We're gonna show all the rest of y'all, because y'all ain't gonna be testing us. And when we tell you this is what he did, this is what the fuck he did, and he's gonna do these things or he ain't gonna play, and then it's gonna make sure all y'all know don't fuck with us, because we're the NBA. Oh yeah, I did that in my most redneckish voice I possibly could. Did you like it? Too much. So, with this situation, let me take y'all back to bring it forward. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but remember back when COVID was going on and Kyrie got suspended because he didn't take the shot and he refused to take the shot. All right, I stood with him then. So, modern day, he sued them for that, and the case just settled in New York. Him and everybody else who had did the class action now getting back pay, and they said it was illegal for them to keep their pay from them. So Kyrie is owed back pay by the Nets. This came out like a week before Kyrie he retweeted the movie and the documentary that was on Amazon that the net said was anti-Semitic. So when he did that, now you got to put the foolery together, because 1 minute is, oh, he did this retweet, and then that's the thing, like, I think we all were like, damn, why they going in so hard on a retweet? Like, he just retweeted, he ain't say nothing. He didn't agree with nothing or none of that. So that may be the reason why, because they know they already got to pay him to sit him out, you know what I'm saying? Because they got to already give him all that money. They may not want to give him more money while he playing or whatever, and then hit him with this, because it really didn't make no sense how they went so hard in on a retweet of something that he said that he was just trying to learn about. But we've already had that conversation, and we know at this point what the Nets did, and I was boycotting. Now Kyrie's going back. He's supposed to play tonight. So we'll see how that goes. But I feel like because he does have legalities on his side, he's just making sure he's in compliance. And then when his time comes, like he already just got the money back from the back pay for the COVID. Come on now. He finna hit him again with this shit, because how you gonna tell me in order for me to play my sport, I'm going to need to do all of this other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with my sport, because you stalking my page or my page and seeing what I'm tweeting and making it such a big deal all of a sudden. So, yeah, that's the foolery in that. And those are the things I wanted to touch on in reference to foolery. Shout out to Kyrie before I go to the next topic for giving that donation to Shanquilla's family, because that was amazing. And the thing about it is, whether that man is on the field or he's at home sitting in his chair, on suspension, he gonna do what he gotta do for his people. And that ain't nothing but respect I got for him, for real. So I'm sorry, Kyrie, that you gotta go through the foolery. But, sometimes we need that martyr to get to a better place. And it couldn't be a better person, because at this point, you doing what you gotta do on and off the court. Man, give it to Kyrie. Give it up, give it up, give it up, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. You doing that. You doing that, bruh. Okay? Woo! Now that we did some foolery, let's get into the frenemies. Woo-wee. Let's get into the frenemies. We touched on them just a little bit, and I'm finna touch on them again. Donald Trump versus every fucking body. I mean, everybody. This man fighting with the damn Republican Party. This man fighting with his family. This man fighting with the damn judicial system. He about to put on a cape and go stand on the damn moon and be like, fuck all of y'all. Because at this point, bruh, either you real crazy or you real crazy. Because how the hell you didn't got hit up with at least 2 indictments, at least 2, obstructing justice and having some damn shit to do with the insurrection? How you gonna have at least 2 indictments and gonna be out here talking about something, I'm finna run for president? And in his head, he like, oh, you can't indict somebody that's running for president. The hell you can't. You can't put shit. They about to indict your ass. You about to go serve some big time. And that's why your folk them pulled away from you, because they like, and then made it clear like, we ain't fucking with him on no politics shit no more, because this motherfucker had his announcement after you done supposedly trumped. And now that's my shit I'm saying, because it's funny as hell to me. You done trumped the whole damn election, midterm 2022 election, and then no more than 6 days later, you go say, I'm finna damn run for president. Like, man, listen, when I tell you somebody put their balls on the table, that motherfucker come the balls on the table every day, all day. And it's that love and hate with that fool, because it be some shit he do. You be like, man, that motherfucker crazy. And then it be some other shit like, this dude don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's that damn vibe right there for them folk. But at the end of the day, I'm not a Trump fan at all. I'm just saying in general, this is the dude that we dealing with, and he is damn sure a frenemy to everybody, because when he needs something, he know how to come right next to you. And I've been telling people this, and I'm going to share this with y'all. Now, I've been checking this dude out since The Apprentice, right? So, I don't know if you guys realize, but at the end of The Apprentice, there was never a follow-up. There's never someone's success story. There's never no one created this business and they're doing it now and it's business. No, it was every season. It was some people from the prior season kind of being, regulatory over the new people and just trying to go with a project and complete that project. And that was it. So he was scamming us from the beginning and we didn't see it. Then when he went on, because he used to be with the Democratic Party. They pissed him off. He jumped ship. If y'all didn't know that, do your research on that too. So he's an opportunist. And if you don't know that by now, it's like, I don't know. And if you still like Trump, especially as a black person, comment in the section why. Be honest about it. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody gonna try you. I don't like what all that noise going by, but that's the background. Excuse my background, but yeah. Comment if you into Trump, why you like this dude. If you into the Republican Party, why you like the Republican Party. What do you feel they're doing for black people? But right after, this dude makes everybody who he was with lose the midterm. And I'm not saying that because I don't really believe that. I really believe they lost it on their own because they was the fool for believing him anyway. And they didn't have to because like DeSantis and all this others, all the other people, they didn't really fool with him. But in reference to DeSantis, I don't know what this new, we like DeSantis shit is, especially from these Floridians because, man, This mug, during the second wave when COVID got worse and it had a different strand or whatever, he took his whole family and he went down to Mexico and left every last Floridian in Florida to damn figure it out until they damn started saying shit and he came back. This is the same DeSantis. And again, I've known people who've lived in Florida forever, like since the 90s, and it's either you're retired, you've got a damn good job, or you're just fucking poor. And that's it. There's no in between there in Florida. And then when it comes to the cannabis industry, if you've been a farmer for 100 years, you qualify. And this is the last time I checked the laws in Florida. If they change, please let me know in the comments. Please refer the law. Don't just say, yeah, it's different. No. Tell me exactly where you found that from so I can do my research and update my information. I would appreciate it. But yeah, no. He do some racist shit. Then he sending people to other cities and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now. Y'all really be forgetting quick, or y'all just really don't care about yourselves, because I'm not going to keep the same devil in the same place that for real been doing me dirty. And like, for real, he don't give a shit about, he do what he want to do. So if you from Florida and you voted, please let me know why. Like, what am I missing about this guy? Tell me something, because I want to feel this DeSantis love that's coming from all of a sudden, because I'm not feeling it. And I definitely got a long memory with him. And the thing that Trump said is true. And that's the thing with Trump. Every time these mugs want to try him, they know that he done did them a favor. And it's like, right in this moment, I'm thinking about, man, how in the hell did Trump get back on Twitter when Elon said he was going to have some type of regulatory board to review shit before he just allowed people to hop back on? And I done got kicked off of Twitter, and I know for a fact, well, that's just one of my accounts, not all my accounts, but I know for a fact, I damn sure ain't caused no insurrection. And I damn sure know anything I did wasn't as bad as causing a damn insurrection. But this motherfucker is sitting pretty on Twitter, and they said that he hasn't hopped on yet to say much because of FCC rules. He has to wait a certain amount of time before he can actually be on Twitter saying what he want to say. So I'm sure he's abiding by that so he don't get taxed, so he don't get damn investigated. Lord knows he don't need another investigation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that right there, that frenemy, but they all still kissing his ass. Y'all still, like, he was still part of the whole conference they had yesterday to figure out what the fuck they gonna do for 2024 and what's the problems, and he was virtual. He didn't show up. So, either he already starting the process of fuck y'all motherfuckers, or he's like, I'm finna just chill for a minute because I'm embarrassed. I don't know what it is just yet. And when he starts running his mouth on Twitter, he gonna say more, because he got his own network, Trust Network, where he does chatting and social media type stuff. But it's not even a third of the audience that he has on Twitter, where I think he has 83 million, some crazy, stupid, ridiculous number on Twitter, so I'm sure we'll be seeing Trump soon. And again, if you stay up with the vlog, if you stay up with the social media, I'll be posting stuff as soon as I get it so you guys can stay in the loop and we can be aware. And the reason why this whole Trump back on Twitter is important to the black community is because, man, Trump is racist. I don't care what none of y'all say, how you feel. Just based on the things I've witnessed and the things I know about his family and his interactions and stuff, not knowing him personally, but just knowing about his record, he's racist. And if you can't accept that, it's all good. I'm good with it, and for that, you can't be somebody that has a fair and impartial, opinion about a lot of shit that you want to be a leader of, like people. So, yeah, I'm not buying into that. And for me, it's not giving. I can't do Trump. And if he don't, what I'm saying, if he somehow gets out of the indictment, is able to go through the race, I don't think he's going to get reelected. But at the same time, your frenemies are something else. And the minute you think these mugs ain't in cahoots and kiki and haha and together, Then the next thing you know, boom, Trump is the reason why the midterms was lost by the Republicans. But y'all wasn't fucking with him though. Come on, y'all. Make that shit make sense. Now, his buddy, his frenemy, is Elon Musk. Because I don't know how all of a sudden now they friends, when Elon was saying back when Trump was, doing the insurrection stuff, that he wouldn't fool with him. That was wrong and all this other stuff. So I don't get it. And I just feel like Elon right now is in a financial strife. You just spent about 48 billion or 40 billion on Twitter. You ain't making no money. The people who've been on the platform, the investors, are starting to hop off because you allowing people to take over their accounts. You creating new rules that charging everybody money. They didn't pay for that stuff. They didn't, sign up for all of that. So now, and then you and your staff, bruh, slavery is dead. Now, it's a way to fire people. It's a way to fire people. I know that you don't have to give so much notice to people in certain states, but at the same time, when you tell somebody within hours, I need you to decide if you're going to stay on board or you're going to accept a severance. You're going to work, you're going to bust your ass even more, or you're going to accept this severance. It's like, damn, what the fuck? What kind of, wow, that shit was raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? So between that, then locking people out the building, and then leaving threatening voicemails about working from home, coming back to work and stuff, man, listen, you treading on some water, and they definitely starting to investigate you. And then bringing Trump back on, he already under indictment. Did you forget? Because now they finna start looking into your shit. Like, when a desperate man, especially when it comes to money, start making some bad decisions. And I don't see this going too much longer. If he don't get somebody to get a handle on his shit, Twitter going down, he going down, all of them, him going down and Trump going down together, because Elon and the guy who used to own Twitter used to be friends. Then they fell out because the guy was kind of saying like, I think it was something to the fact he wouldn't really sell, the company to Elon. And I don't know why, or whatever the case may be. And I got to go look that up, and I'll leave it in the description if I didn't say that exactly right, because I don't want to be giving you like misinformation. And if you know the details, please share. So they used to be friends, and whatever. No, Elon wanted to sit on the board, and the dude told him he couldn't sit on the board. So Elon got mad, and then all of a sudden he wanted to buy Twitter. So on the other hand, people saying he trying to, just take the company down in the hole for nothing. And I think he trying to come at it. First, he was trying to come in with the Carl Icahn mentality. I'm going to buy low, and then I'm going to take it down, bankrupt it out and stuff like that, and get my money, whatever. If you look into the stock market and you look into corporate companies and people who sit on the board, Carl Icahn is very well known, and his tactics are like very much admired, but hard to copy in that sense. He's definitely an icon. And then, so Elon is definitely trying to do too much. And if he doesn't figure it out, he's going to lose a lot. Forget the 40, he may lose his damn freedom, fucking around with Trump and having some other kind of folk. And how that affects us is now you starting to formulate, because the insurrection stuff was also matured and came to pass kind of on Twitter and on Discord as well. And there's a whole thing about how they've been talking about taking over and doing certain things to the government at least over a year before this whole thing took place with the insurrection and on Discord. So again, having this communication platform, like me having this podcast and stuff, we can reach the people. I'm on all these platforms, and the thing about it is, even Google Podcasts, I'm on all these platforms, and then imagine Twitter on all those platforms and people, doing business with them. So it's like the exposure, what people hear, what they can control. So you got Trump coming back, and now he's gonna be getting his word out to 83 billion people, million people. And he started all kinds of stuff on Twitter before. He had stuff taken down before. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember? So again, putting out misinformation. He was talking about the election was rigged and all this other stuff. You know. So at the end of the day, is that what we want back on Twitter? Why did he really do that? Was it a financial move? Did Trump give him some money behind the scenes? I feel like that happened. You know what I'm saying? Or Trump told him something. Because, Trump good about talking. I don't know how he is about delivering. Obviously, we still ain't gotten his taxes. Yes, I did go there because this is facts. We hadn't got the chance to damn tap into them for real, for real. So, we still waiting. And maybe that's what Trump is good at. You know what I'm saying? Keeping stuff hidden. So he got these secrets. And he may have Elon's secret too. Holding on to people's secrets. He can get whatever the fuck he want. He can get back on Twitter, fuck everybody else who ain't done what the hell he done did, who they done took off, or, you know what I'm saying, how that vote came to be. Because it was like 52%, 48%. Trump can come back on Twitter. Twitter full of bots. How we know? I know I voted no. I did. I absolutely did vote no. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But at the same time, how we know bots weren't voting to make sure that Trump got back on Twitter? And that ain't a fair vote. So again, you ain't had nobody regulate the shit. You ain't had nobody review the shit. You just was like, okay, who wants this motherfucker back? And then supposedly these people said, yeah, and the vote was still close, but you let him come back. That's going to be the shit to take your ass down. Watch what I tell you. Since you know everything, knowing what you know self. And them people gladly was leaving, man. The messages he was leaving for his staff and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They was like, deuces, boo. We ain't got to put up with that shit, bruh. We rather be unemployed than over here with this shit you got going on. And I don't blame them because it's wild, wild west. And I'm just on there just to get the tea. I ain't on there being serious on no damn Twitter right now because for real, it's too, you don't know if it's a bot you talking to, is a real person. Then everybody saying what the hell they want to say. Ain't nobody regulating that shit. At this point, it's about to be him, security, and his assistant pulling up to the spot, and that's that. So, and that's all I got to say about that frenemy right there. Woo. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff right there. Ooh, wait a minute. What done happened to my stuff? Let me push this stuff back on. What I done did. Ooh, I thought I had deleted all my notes for today, but I didn't. Thank God I had just opened up some new notes. Did you see that? Did you see that on the video? Because I was like panicking. Let me stop. Okay, so let's see here. Then let's talk about this whole, man, let me tell you something. First and foremost, my heart goes out to the Robinson family. And definitely Shanquilla was included in that moment of silence at the beginning because she definitely didn't deserve what she had. And I'm numb with this situation because it's like, as a parent, I see it. As a friend, I see it. As an individual, I see it. And it's hurtful on all sides of it, But when you talk about frenemy, I think this is one of the most recent cases of frenemies I've seen in a long, long time. I'm about to put my glasses on for this one because I'm finna get into it as far as the updates on the details that I have. And if anybody have even more updated stuff or any corrections, please, of course, you know what to do. Include them in the comments because I want to stay up to date with this story. I would definitely eventually love to get somebody from her side to come on the podcast and just really, tell their side and not even to give all the details, but just to have an outlet. So if you're out there and you're getting a chance to hear this podcast, Tribe Vibe would definitely love to have you on as a representative just to give us some good love. Tell us some good stuff about her life and how she lived, outside of this craziness, man, because we're shocked, but I know you guys are even more hurt. And we're praying with you, we stand with you, and we're definitely hoping that justice is served sooner than later. So let's get to the list of events and things that I've, said that I've found out as far as updates and wanted to share with you all. So the most important thing that I found out was that the video that I saw and that is circulating around a lot is where she had the altercation with the Dejanay Jackson. The one where the girl tosses her across the room and she falls to the floor. So this is the video that I saw initially. But then there's another video where she actually loses her life, and this is the last thing that happens to her, which Winter Donovan is the female that actually caused this last thing that happened, that severed her spine and caused the lethal injury to Shanquilla. So the people that were on the trip with her were those two, Elise Hyatt, Malik Dyer, and then Khalil was her cook, was her friend who came the day after and said that he was there when she was had just recently passed and they had called the paramedics or whatever. But the thing about it is that it seems to be a plot, and it seems to be somewhere where someone was plotting for her and it had something to do with her money. And from her father's own, testimony, or on another interview, her father said that she had $10,000 that she had taken over to Cabo. And I can say this: I visited Cabo just last year. I stayed on a resort, and it was amazing. I was able to get up every morning, get on the balcony, smoke. Nobody said nothing to me. Go and come as I please, damn near be naked. Nobody say nothing to me. So I say this to say that being in Cabo, especially being on a resort, I know for a fact people were not really paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And people probably missed some things, and they saw some things, but they didn't speak on those things because it's Cabo, and it's like especially like with the posh, with the rich, people kind of tend to let you do. And when you go to those resorts, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that people are just simply letting you do what you want to do, because the code is what happens here stays here. Is not just in Vegas, it's on a lot of those resorts, because they kind of pay for their exclusivity and their privacy. So yeah, you see a lot. I mean, you see a lot on a resort. Trust me when I tell you, okay? And you can interact in a lot on a resort. So the nightlife as well in Cabo is pretty much, and I love the nightlife in the sense of how it is kind of organized. Is first like around maybe 7ish, the family comes out and they go to dinner or they cook and everybody comes home. And then after that, around 9, then like everybody kind of goes out to a place where it's either a gathering place or a restaurant, and they may have like kind of like a tapa style, like hors d'oeuvres, appetizer type things. And then around that time, the kids go home. Aunties and uncles out, the younger crowd out, people chilling. And then, about 2 hours later, about 11 or 12 o'clock, then the older folk go home. Then the younger crowd out. They got balconies on every fucking bar or restaurant, and then they got drinks for days. They got food. They still cooking. People playing music. It's gay as shit out there. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So Cabo is wild, like, but it's a tame wild. I didn't feel threatened. Nobody tried to do anything to me. I felt free. I felt I could do what I wanted to do. So in saying that and knowing Cabo, there is not a place where I could say that they're probably reviewing a lot of film right now outside of their actual living space, because like on those resorts, there's cameras everywhere. So they're probably trying to interview these devils and also, put together like a timeline to see what's going on. But what I can say too, as far as those new developments, the fact that she took money over there, and the reason why, another proof that they had, not just her dad's word, was they found the whole, when you go overseas and you go through customs, you fill out if you have anything over a certain amount of money, you have to fill out for it. So she had filled out one of those forms, so that's on record now. And then she also, had paid for the Airbnb that they were living in or staying in, and no one knows why or whatever. But at the same time, there were times where she was out having fun with them or whatever. And then for the fact that everybody felt the need to fight her, it was like, was this a fight club type situation? And did she bring that money to put in to do whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect the dead in any way. So don't get me wrong when I'm making these statements or whatever. I'm just throwing things out there to make us think. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that you would be that stupid and plot to bring somebody all the way to another country to kill them and to take their money and to video it and have it all on live and all over the place. I mean, you're well documented. So did you do it to make it seem like everything was good? Because that was dumb. That's going to be used against you. And then to further not carry on with a vacation, but to come back as soon as you kill her, Lord rest in peace, and then to go break bread with her family. Yo, Mom Dukes, you smart. I like you, yo. I fucking like you, Mom Dukes. I like you. Mom Dukes, Dad, whoever told them to come over and eat and break bread in the presence of my enemies. That type shit. And that's where you knew the shit wasn't adding up, to be able to follow through to see whatever needed to be happening on next to get there. Because I'm telling you, y'all really moved fast for you to have known that something happened to your daughter, for you to demand that autopsy to make sure that the correct evidence was, collected. And then too, I don't know. Anybody can let me know who's in law enforcement or on the legal side. Like, because they brought her things back to the States, is it now, can they get charges on both sides, or are they just going to be charged in Mexico? I definitely want to know the tea on that. And then this girl was amazing. And then I grew up too in Winston-Salem. She went to Winston-Salem State University, which is a black university that's amazing. From the football team to the marching band to the dancers to the students, the student union, to all of the Greek squads out there, man. Listen, yeah, Trey Foe, Winston-Salem State coming at you for real. Them Rams ain't nothing to play with. I ain't even gonna lie. Love the vibe. For real. Give a shout out to Winston-Salem State right quick. Yeah, man. Come on now. Come on. So then, you know what I'm saying, she did her academia. Now she was working, doing her thing, however she was making her money. That jealousy kicked in. And I mean, we already know how the shit went down. But the thing about it is to come back and to sit in front of somebody's fucking parents who you done killed or plotted against or whatever the fucking case was, to do that shit, yo, that's a different kind of fucking damn devil. That's that demon time for real. And if you even plotted on her, like, for real, like, the friend, and that's why I say it's a plot. Because why did you have to come late? Truly, what was your reason? I watched a video where he was trying to give his excuse and shit, and honestly, I got pissed off and I stopped watching it, so I didn't see his whole excuse. So the thing about it is that it seemed like he came late because he was supposed to be like oh my gosh, she is dead, that whatever. But like her dad said, you got all these men, all these people in the room filming, giving commentary. Why didn't you help this young lady? And she ain't a fighter. Everybody's not a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up how y'all did that shit to her, like, for real. And at the end of the day, what you do in the damn dark will come to light. And right now, what's best for y'all is for somebody to start fucking snitching, because you either all gonna get murdered or somebody gonna get it. But somebody gonna get it, and you deserve it. Everybody deserve to catch that case. Everybody deserve to catch that charge. For real, because y'all plotted on that girl. And like her dad said, if she was in the States, that shit wouldn't have been the same. That shit wouldn't have went down the same, for real. And I truly believe that. And even though, she thought she was in good company or whatever the case may be, At least she did have a good time before this thing happened to her. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I hope justice is served, and I hope it's served on a platter so motherfucking cold, bitch. Your ass stick to the damn platter. Every last one of y'all. Because these are the motherfuckers right here. And again, if you watching, you know what I'm saying? If you watching, you see what I'm posting here. But these are the motherfuckers right here. All of them. All of them. And what's fucked up is, and what the world is so fucked up is, I already know your addresses. I already know where all of y'all work at. All of that stuff. But you shouldn't have gone to work. You should have gone to the police. Even when you came back, even when you did the first little dirt, when you came back, you should have been like, oh, this shit fucked up. Let me go tell the damn cops what the fuck's going on. But you laying with your family. This girl dead, man. She was an only child, yo. She was an only child. Her dad can't walk her down the aisle. Her mom can't get her nothing blue, nothing old, nothing new, none of that. None of that. Y'all took that from her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all just wanted some money. Why didn't you ask her? It seems as if she was sweet enough that she would have been there if she needed y'all, if y'all needed her. You know what I'm saying? And if she had bread like that, she definitely wasn't hating on spending it, because she damn spent it on the air fucking B&B. So for y'all to go and do that other shit to her, man, listen, it's some cold motherfuckers. And well, let me look at this damn name, because word on the street is one of these dudes right here in high school, if I'm not mistaken, it's Malik. I believe it's Malik. And it could be Khalil. Don't get me wrong. I got to look it back up. But one of these dudes, when they was in high school, forced this girl to have sex with him after filming her and her dude having sex, because her dude was his good friend. So he forced her to have sex because he said if she didn't, he was going to release the tape of them having sex. So she did, and then he still released the tapes. They got back to the school. He ended up getting in trouble, and she did too. Both of them got suspended. They dropped the charges because his grandmother paid to get him off and got a good attorney, you know what I'm saying, to get him off the charges. And so one of these motherfuckers has a history already of doing some bullshit. And I'm not saying this to bring down the memory of Shanquilla. I'm saying this to give them a pass. And another thing that was floating around was that Dejanay was supposed to be trans, and that's been debunked. So if somebody has some real facts, let's put it out there. But if not, leave them trans alone. I fuck with them. And that's fucked up that anybody would put that out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about making sure we find out who murdered her and making sure that her family get justice. Not to play this bullshit that some of us play in the black community on hating on our damn LGBTQ, because we're not going to do that, especially not on this platform. You know what I'm saying? And if the shit ain't true, don't say it, because you're slowing down progress and you're slowing down the investigation. You're not helping at all. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to be helpful and do some real shit, like some real nigga shit. All right? Now, I'm about to talk about this last topic when it comes to frenemies. And this is the dopest ass topic, and I saved it for the last. So right about now, if you haven't seen Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, go ahead and just stop it. Stop this podcast right now, because I'm about to deep dive into some of the shit that went down when it came to frenemies. And I don't want you to be mad at me, because I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell what I saw. I'm going to tell it. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to tell it. All right? So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, thank you for joining me on this podcast. If you don't want to hear about Wakanda Forever, because I'm about to talk about that, make sure you check us out at https://tribevibellc.com. Check the vlog out. Check the merch out. Check the services out, because we be chefing out here. We be bartending. We got some merch coming out at the end of this month, which is in about some days, really. I'm excited. And then when you see it on, you might then be like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and get that. I feel you on that. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. All right. And then check us out on all our social media. Subscribe to this podcast so you can actually see me and not just hear me on all these major platforms. Make sure you know or you ask about our $25 promo for businesses and advertisers out there who are interested in being on the blacklist. And the blacklist is going to be like back in the day we used to have, what was it, the Green Book? And we used to make sure we put in all the businesses that black people could go to and they felt safe in and they did good business and stuff. So everybody can't be on the blacklist, you know what I'm saying? But you will be able to be on there for as low as $25, especially per episode on every platform, you know what I'm saying? And there's other ways to get on there for even cheaper. So if you're interested in that, hit podcast at tribevibellc.com and we'll go ahead and get you tapped in to make sure your business is on the blacklist, because the blacklist is where it's at list. And if you thought differently, you're whack list. Yeah, I just made that shit up. Okay, yeah, no, that was whack. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, no, I'm just fucking with all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself. Let's get into this damn Black Panther shit. Yo! I went to see the movie. Who done seen it? Obviously, if you're still here, you done seen it, because at this point, you should have left the room. Because the first thing I'm going to mention right now, it needs to be said, that damn Lupita Nyong'o. Goddamn. Girl, that workout, and I saw that damn picture. You was in the pool, or the video, you was in the pool with the weights, and you was like, pow, pow, pow. I was like, damn, is that what built that ass, though? Like, Lupita, now, come on, you was wet last time about maybe $130, maybe. And I doubt it, seriously, you was that, yeah, but, baby, you did the work, you put in the work, and from the Marvel side, from the anime side, from all of that side, that is my favorite. That is Storm. Lupita is Storm. That's who she plays. So they always say her African name. And that's the thing. Like, I've loved Storm. That was one of the first Marvel comics I got when I really started getting into Marvel. My truck name is Storm. You know what I'm saying? And I have her new comics, and that's one of the few newer comics that I even have right now. So in saying that, man, I'm a fan, and I really appreciate the hard work you put in, baby, to make this movie a hit, because you did your shit, and I really want to give you them vibes, baby, them vibes. You did that shit, baby. You did that shit. I gotta give it to you. Woo! All right. So, first thing, I went to see this in an IMAX theater, which was fucking the shit, because then they had a bar, so I was able to get some liquor, bring me some food in, and just chill. And this was at the, let me give them a shout out, because everybody was cool, but I'm going to just say this. Do not be charging people $15 for a shot of fucking liquor. That's extreme. And then you can't just get the shot. They want you to put it in a cup with some ice, or they want you to have it in something to chase it. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, have your liquor. So I don't like that. I want to just be able to have my shot. If I bring me something I want to put in there, then I bring me something. But the Brendan Theater, shout out to y'all. That shit was bomb, because like going to the IMAX theater, they had like a whole Marvel anime whole setup on the walls and stuff. And if you check out my social media, I posted it, and the shit's bomb. And going inside the theater, you can see like all through the doors and stuff. So that's pretty dope. Then it's only about 30 seats in the whole theater, and they recline all the way back, all the way forward. The shit's dope. And so I bought 2 tickets, right? The person I was supposed to come with got in a bad car accident. She couldn't make it. I'm so glad that you're okay, and continue to rest up. We'll definitely catch something else another time. But she was so sweet. She was like, you can go, and if you like, you can get somebody else to go with you. Good friend. I've known her now damn near the whole time I've been in Vegas, and she's always looked out. So I appreciate you, love, and thank you so much. And next time we're definitely gonna see it. And she was like, I was like, I don't know if you can go because the seats, when you have those seats that recline and stuff, sometimes IMAX they also motion and they do whatever else. But luckily, they did move, but they didn't move like to every boom boom sound and beat. No, it was just like pretty much the vibrations, or not the vibrations, but the movements that you triggered. But the thing was, sometimes I really wasn't triggering it, and next thing you know, I was all the way back, and that was crazy. So that kind of made me feel like, oh my gosh, this is gonna make me throw up. So yeah, you did have a good point, and that's why I'm glad I told you to call. But then you was like, I'm not gonna come this time. We'll go another time. So yes, I get it. I wasn't offended. I'm glad that you're doing better. Boom. But the frenemies in this movie, whew, let's get started, man. I want to go to Comic-Con next year, so that's one thing. Us as blacks, we need to get out there more. We are into anime, and sometimes we hide it. We need to have more representation. We need to have more people creating comic books. We need to have more people doing animations and all of that stuff. We need to be more present in that field of work, digital to, picture, print, whatever. We need to get in there. I'm a fan. I know a lot of other people who are fans, gay, straight, whatever. Please, if you're into anime, cartoons, or whatever, stay in the loop, follow the vlog. I post stuff from time to time. If you have any comics that you want to recommend to me that are black influenced or black owned or written, please leave that in the comments, because we all need that knowledge, right? So let's talk about some frenemies on the Black Panther. Did you notice these, or is it just me? Now Namor, he rules the submariner. Namor, he rules the submariner city called Talocan, right? Whole comic strip, whole comic book, whole Marvel character. But he's introduced in the Black Panther series in this movie. Dope ass character. I am so confused when I see this motherfucking coming through the water with the wings on his damn ankles, not knowing he's a straight killer. Don't give a fuck. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about this frenemy situation. So the first frenemies that I want to talk about is the frenemies between Namor's assassin, which is called Atuma, and he is also in the comic book and is known already as far as what he does, right? So Atuma, in the scene where what's the name, Okoye is gone to the States, and she's on the bridge and they're fighting. That's Atuma, the big dude with the spear. And I mean, he kicking her ass and she kicking his ass, and then they going toe and toe. So Okoye is the general of Dora Milaje, and her true name is Denai Guerrera, and she's from Iowa, and she is a daughter of 2 Zimbabwean natives. So Zimbabwe in Africa. So that's where her roots are. Love her character, right? So these two, when they first meet on that bridge, man, trust and believe. Well, they don't first meet on the bridge. They first meet in that little location, and they get to the bridge, and they take it from there even further. But when I tell you, they respected each other. For me, they respected each other's battle, but neither was given. Like, nobody was going to give had it not come to old girl pulling up and saying, let's go, blase, blase. You know what I'm saying? So that shit right there, that scene and how, she got down, that was love. I love that, and I love the way they set them up to really go back and forth. And then further in the movie, when they came back to try to get Wakanda, the sneak attack, then they was on it again. And in both times, nobody's going to give no way, but they had that respect for the battle, And I think both of them had moments where they could kill each other, but they didn't go through with it. Like, I want to see you again. I'm going to fight your ass again. And that shit was so good, yo. I love that shit. I love the way in the beginning. Let me put that to the side because it just made me think about it. I love the way that they gave homage to Chadwick, the whole character, T'Challa. I love that, and we appreciate that. And the thing about it is, I wish that they could have done some sort of hologram, like towards the end after she became the Black Panther or something. That's the only thing I'm missing that I didn't really see that I wanted to see in the whole movie. I wanted them to bring him back as something, they doing holograms with everybody else. Shit. I wanted them to bring him back for a moment and be like, you made the right choice when she decided to take on her brother's, lessons and not take on the lessons of Killmonger, so that I thought that was pretty dope, but I wish that would have been there. What do y'all think? Like, what scene do you want in the Panther that you thought they left out that would have added that extra sauce? That was a scene for me. So then another friend of me that was Shuri, and the leader of the Jabari tribe, which is part of her people, the big dude, the black dude who fought T'Challa as well, the Black Panther, and he lost to him, and that's how he became the Black Panther. Yeah, man, but I like how he allowed her to mature, and he knew that he was like, I'm gonna have to fight the Black Panther and stuff like that, and it was funny, and I'm glad that they didn't make them fight, because that would have been like, come on now. We know that she's supposed to be the Black Panther. I want her to get I want her to do whatever Lupita was doing. Get on that Lupita diet, get thick and shit, because, she's a Slim Goody. Don't get me wrong. And there's nothing to the Slim Goodies out there. Shout out to the Slim Goodies, But I want her to get her weight up in the sense of some muscular tone to it so that, she can look like, wow. But that suit was bomb. That new Black Panther suit, Shuri, you did your shit, boo. Yeah, so I can't hate on you on that. I'm just saying, I'm saying I want to see more curves, boo. Oh, curves. I'm a curves got a damn woman. Come on now. But I ain't gonna hate on you. So that was that frenemy situation. And then the leader of Jabari tribe and Namor, Namor, when he tore that motherfucker's wings off, that was the epitome of, fuck you, nigga. I'm tired of your shit. And you doing way too much. And I don't know how to beat you. You know what I'm saying? That was him letting him know, like, hey, but I'm going to figure that shit out and I'm going to beat your ass. But you ain't going to keep flying around here with these wings. And I don't know, did I miss it or did anybody catch to see if he ever got his wing put back right there? Because that was funny because they sure got ripped off. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was not just a level of respect with that friend of me, but Namor was more like, I'm going to do what I want to do and you just going to, accept it. But when he saw the dude wasn't, he kind of chilled back and he kind of gave him his respect too. Well, now, one friend of me that was funny and we didn't even recognize was a friend of me until some like the end of the movie, damn near. But Julia Richard-Dreyfuss, that motherfucker right there, love her to death ever since. Who? What's the name of the damn show? Her, Me and Something. Gosh, I can't think of. It's Not Everybody Loves Raymond. Why can't I think of the show she was on? Hold up, I gotta look it up because it was a hit and it was too funny and I don't know why I can't think of it right now. With the gay dude, because that went on for some years. Hold on, let me see. And what else was she on? Y'all? Come on. Oh my gosh, why they ain't got her on here? They damn sure got that Black Panther on there though. That shit funny as hell, no. I'll have to remind me. She was on Seinfeld, that's for certain. She was on Seinfeld. That motherfucker there is funny as hell, yo. I think the funniest line, one of the funniest lines of Black Panther was when she said, I'm coming over to sit on that pentatonic. What is it? What is the thing called? The Paltonic or whatever the damn exercise bike was. But the way she said that shit had me dying laughing. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, she went back and forth with the banter. She kept that comedy side, but she was also, what was funny was she was being funny, but at the same time she was being serious, but we didn't know she was being serious till, towards the end when she revealed the fuck that she had been listening to all the shit this mug had been talking, and she was, she put his ass in jail. She was sending him to damn jail. She locked his ass up, And she was trying to sit on his face, the same damn shit. And it was like, man, listen, don't that shit sound familiar? Bruh, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Stop playing with me. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know how they be. Hell yeah. She played that shit. So her and the dude who was her ex-husband, who was like the dude that was loyal to, I forgot his name. The dude that was loyal to Wakanda, the agent. I don't know, what was they supposed to be, CIA agents or FBI agents, whatever agents they were. And then, of course, the frenemy, the best frenemy of the entire movie was Shuri and Namor. What? In the beginning, he tried to kind of woo her. And Namor has a wife, so he didn't try to woo her in the sense of like, I'm trying to get with you. He tried to woo her in the sense like, yeah, we finna be partners. We finna do this together, you know. And then when she saw how wicked in his ways, and then the straight out threat, like, I'm going to come after your family if you don't link up with us, she was like, man, kill that fucking noise. You know what? Fuck you, fuck your feelings, and fuck what you heard. I'm not doing that, and that's that. Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't see, I just did my Wakanda forever. Now, what's funny, and maybe a little off topic, but what's funny is when I was in the theater, I was sitting beside two redneck ass white men with long ass beards looking like ZZ Top, and they had some redneckish looking wives them or girlfriends or whatever. They laughed with me, even though one of them took one of the seats that I bought. I ain't say nothing because it was all love, it was all there. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers was laughing. They was crying, and I was waiting for them to do the Wakanda forever. They ain't never do that shit, though. Y'all already know. And stop playing with me. That's the one thing, like, let's keep our traditions our traditions. You know what I'm saying? No one's going around. Well, I ain't going to go there. I ain't going to go there. Just let us keep our Wakanda forever. Put our little hands across our chest. It's supposed to be what? Left over right? Like that. Bow to the heart, you know. So Chadwick, man, from the direction, the producers, to the staff, to the whole crew, that was an amazing ensemble of people. That was an amazing production. I loved it. I'm definitely going to go see it maybe once or two more times at the theater. Then I'm going to get it on Blu-ray and perhaps DVD. I don't know. But Black Panther Forever has so many hidden meanings, and one of the major ones that I hope you caught, not just me, in the movie when we was talking about the frenemy situation, was how close the blacks and Hispanics are in reference to culture wise and heritage, and how we should stick more together for the greater good. So if you didn't get that message from there, go back and watch it again, because it's kind of mentioned, especially towards the end. There's literally a line in there where he says that, you know. So I want you to understand, as a people, we got to do better, you know, from voting to being there for each other, to not creating these frenemies or plots against each other over some fucking money, to not allow foolery to continue to reign, like Donald Trump running amok, you know, Elon Musk fucking up with Twitter, us not damn tapping in to what we need to tap into our finances and knowing when we can get in and get out, stuff like crypto and all that good stuff. Let's get rid of the frenemies. Let's get rid of the foolery. And let's tap into the love, understand, and respect. And best and foremost, you know what I'm saying, try vibe and nothing else. All right. Thank you for joining me again. It's been love. I appreciate it. Catch me on all platforms, from SoundCloud to YouTube. Subscribe so you can see the video. Hit me up if you want to do the promo. You know what I'm saying? The merch. Check it out. Come on, support this cause so we can talk about some topics and get some real issues addressed. Let me know who you want to have on the show, because it's not just going to be me talking you to death all the time. We definitely going to drop some knowledge on you, some community leaders, to financial, big wings, and then things that are happening in the community that we need to get in touch with the people and get the real word. You know what I'm saying? Check out the music. We got to do some things with the music for the people, because that's definitely part of the culture. And we just got to stay positive, and we got to keep this vibe going, because, hey, I'm not going nowhere. I know y'all ain't going nowhere, so we might as well make it a vibe. I'll see y'all soon. Appreciate you. Love you. Try vibe. Now, somewhere somebody got to get paid, so here's the promo. Let's check out TribeVibeLLC.com. Make sure you check out the blog, leave a comment, join and subscribe so you can get some free tutorials. And if you a gamer, man, tap in. Let's play online. Follow us on Twitch, all that good stuff. I got all the links, social media, podcasting. We're on all platforms, and it's been great to come to the point where I can say that we're going to share the love, keep tapped in. And when you purchase something, when you comment something, you get a chance, enter to get a chance to win some free merch. So remember that. Let's keep it going. Tribe Vibe.